Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and this is World of Tanks Blitz, and this lovely tank here is the Project Kampfpanzer 07P. Are we talking about this tank today? No, we are not. In fact, we are talking about something that has been raised, an issue that has actually been brought to my attention in recent times, or actually literally yesterday. It was brought to my attention yesterday, and that is the fact that tank restoration may or may not be leaving the online service. So, as you can see in the game, there is a tank restoration page. Now, you can scroll down and have a look. So let's say I put date of sale and scroll down and just ignore the tanks that I've sold. The WZ111, just ignore that. The Titan 54D, ignore that. The WZ115A, yeah, definitely ignore that. The 59 patent, ignore that. The E10, ignore that. The T55A, yeah, definitely ignore that one. The Lycan, ignore it. Tankenstein, ignore it. IS-2 Berlin, ignore it. Type 64, ignore it. Kayla, definitely ignore it. Tiger 131, yeah, ignore that one too. T34 Rudy, ignore that. The Hazard 1, the Scavenger, the Fiero, the Blastoids, the Nightmare, the Locust, the Tetrarch, the E75 TS. The list goes on and on and on. Yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I am guilty of selling tanks. I am guilty of selling a lot of tanks. And the reason for that is because, well, I have a crippling gambling addiction. Perhaps you've seen all of my videos regarding opening crates. Well, this is the reason why. Because I like to sell the tanks that I don't play at all. And, yeah, I spend the gold that I get out of them to buy crates. Yeah, I have a crippling gambling addiction, okay? Just don't judge me. Anyway, onwards and upwards. The point of this video is the vehicle restoration ticket system on the Wargaming site is going to be shutting down. Now, why do I say this? Well, have a look at the oldest tank that I have sold. This is Cyborg, and it was sold, or Cyborg, whatever you want to call it, was sold on the 15th of the 4th, 2023. This was more than a year ago. So, yeah, it was more than a year ago. Yeah. It was more than a year ago. It's almost 2 years now, believe it or not. There's a certain date that the restoration for these tanks that you've sold stops at. I don't know if it's on the 15th of the 4th, but again, I'm pretty sure it's 2023. That's when it stops, like the earliest that you can restore a tank from the in-game tank restoration system. However, right, if you have any collector tanks or premium tanks to restore that are older than 2 years that you've sold, you need to go online to the vehicle restoration system and actually restore your tanks from there. Now, we're going to watch a replay in the background by my good friend Milan, aka the legend himself, playing in the Jagdpanzer E100 Mighty, and he's going to be on Ubay. So you guys enjoy that video in the background and enjoy his absolute supremacy on the battlefield. And you can know why this guy is an absolute legend and the GOAT. Anyway, if you have any collector tanks or premium tanks that are older, that you sold from more than 2 years ago, that don't show up on your tank restoration page in the in-game, in your in-game page, you need to go to the vehicle restoration ticket system, or the VRT, that is on the Wargaming support site. And what you need to do is, you need to basically raise a ticket per tank that you've sold. You can only do it once per tank, or rather, you can only do it one tank at a time. And then basically state, hey guys, I sold this tank many years ago. It was a premium tank. It's now a collector tank. Can you please honor it by allowing me to pay the same, or pay the correct price that I sold the tank for? Right, whether it's, let's say, 2 million or whatever it is credits, can you please honor that? And they'll do it, believe it or not. Wargaming will actually honor it. If you actually ask them, if you ask Wargaming, they will actually honor that request, because you sold the tank when it was a collector, so therefore you received credits in compensation. Whereas if you sell a collector tank now, you receive gold in compensation. But obviously you didn't receive gold in compensation. Actually, gold is worth more than credits. So they will honor that by restoring that once premium tank that's now a collector tank with credits. So you'll be able to get that tank that's now a collector tank, but you'll get credits that you have to pay for in credits rather than gold. So it's a nice little system there. So again, let me reiterate. they're planning on actually shutting down the vehicle restoration ticket system. So the only chance that you'll get to restore these tanks is as soon as you can. So my advice to you would be, I would suggest going into the vehicle restoration ticket system on the Wargaming site, raising tickets for every single premium tank that you have sold over the years, that you basically gain credits out of, and especially those ones that are now collector tanks, because it means that you'll be able to pay for them in credits, but you'll get a collector tank that if you don't want to play anymore, you can just sell for gold. And therefore, basically, you get free gold. Who doesn't love free gold? I mean, we all love free gold, don't we? So yeah, that would be my suggestion. I'm not saying rort the system, as in, like, you know, play the system as to your advantage. I am just saying they're going to be removing it. Now, keep in mind, this is pure speculation. By the way, what an amazing shot that was. 1,300 damage into the arse of that leopard one. Hell yes. Good on you, Trap. That was a massive shot right there. This is purely speculation that it's going offline, okay? But I have reason to believe that this is true. So, because the Leicester version of Blitz, they actually removed their VRT services in December 2023. So if they are going to remove it, then expect Blitz to remove it as well, especially when we're going to have Unreal Engine coming out next year, as well as the servers merging. Now, do keep in mind, Wargaming has actually officially announced that the servers are going to be merging. There is actually announcements on their Blitz page, on the Wargaming page, that shows that it is going to be merging. All the servers are going to be merging. So, yeah, my advice would be, if you have any tanks remaining, restore them ASAP, because you probably won't be able to do it later on down the line. As Wargaming is moving on to a new game engine, as I was saying, the Unreal Engine 5. By the way, what a game. Over 7,000 damage, mastery. Amazing. In a Jagdpan Z100 as well, of all the tanks. Pretty good. I suspect, although I can't confirm, that the in-game VRT system may not be implemented to a new version of the game. So, if you have any remaining tanks you wish to restore, make sure to restore them before the new engine drops. So, you do have a few more months. I don't know when exactly the Unreal Engine is coming out, but you do have a few more months, so no stress. But again, if you want to do the strategy I was talking about, where you basically restore certain tanks because they were once premium tanks that you sold for credits, you can ask Wargaming to honor that and give you those tanks back by paying for them in credits because you sold them for credits. And therefore, if you don't want them anymore, you can just sell them for gold and get free gold, basically. Because essentially, those people that had those premium tanks originally, right, wouldn't have lost the credits that you did, because it's actually going to cost more credits to buy those tanks back, because, you know, that's how it is. It costs more, slightly more. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you enjoyed Trap Villain's amazing game right there, as usual. He's a legend. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below what tanks you have sold over the years, and what tanks you're most embarrassed at the fact that you've actually sold. I showed you my list. Okay. I regret to inform you that the T22 medium was actually on that list, and the 50 TP prototype, but I did buy them back because I sold them before they doubled the price of gold. So I'm happy I got them back. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family, peace in the Middle East, and as always, I will catch you all in the next one. And stay safe on the battlefield, I guess. And to all my donators out there on stream, thank you so much to every single one of you who has donated. Who has donated. I really appreciate it, especially to my channel members. And, of course, Mr. Token Porn, you are an amazing gentleman, my brother. Thank you for all the donations, and, of course, the channel memberships that you have gifted to everyone. Thank you for the support. The link to his channel will be in the description below. Go drop him a subscribe and a like to his videos. And yeah, to all my brothers and sisters out there who are Muslim, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And to everyone that isn't, yeah, take care, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.